All right, where do we begin? You know what this is? This is what awakening actually looks like. Not some polished transformation story, not the highlight reel. This, the mess, the construction zone, the middle. You see, most people wait until they're ready to show up. I'm telling you, you show up in the mess. That's where transformation happens. This book, this is my wake-up call, searching for answers everywhere except the one place that mattered. Right here. I had to fall apart completely to finally see the truth about who I was and what I was running from. And these designs, they're not just activewear. They're the 5 truths I learned while rebuilding. First design, wake up to yourself. This is where it starts. Not waking up to your potential. Not waking up to some future version of yourself, but waking up to who you actually are right now. The good, the broken, the parts you've been hiding. I spent years pretending to be what everyone else needed. The corporate guy, the good son, the success story. But underneath, I was drowning. This design, the suit printed on performance wear, that's the metaphor. We wear these masks, these uniforms, these versions of ourselves that aren't real. And we perform. We perform so well that we forget that we're even performing. Heaviest weight you carry. You want to know what almost killed me? It wasn't the failures. It wasn't the losses. It wasn't even the trauma. It was the weight of trying to be perfect. The weight of expectations. Mine, yours, society's, families. The weight of maintaining an image that was never real. The heaviest weight you carry is your own expectations. This design shows the suit, the tie, the put together look, but it's printed on something you move in, you sweat in, you work in, because that's the truth. You can't carry the weight of who you're supposed to be and do the work of becoming who you are. Strength in broken places. Here's what they don't tell you about transformation. You don't get stronger by avoiding the break. You get stronger because of it. Hemingway said it, the world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. I broke completely, lost my identity, lost my direction, lost the version of myself I thought I needed to be. And in that breaking, I found something real. Strength doesn't come from never falling apart. It comes from what you build with the pieces. This design represents that truth. The suit, the structure, the image, the together look, it's there. But now, it's fused with something functional, something that moves, something that works. Your brokenness doesn't disqualify you from strength. It's where your strength comes from. First step forward. After you wake up, after you break down, after you see the mess, you have to take the first step. And that step is terrifying because you don't know where you're going. You don't have the full plan. You're not ready, but you step anyway. That's what this design is about. The first step forward isn't about having it all figured out. It's about moving when you're still scared. I didn't know what I was building when I started. I just knew I couldn't stay where I was. So I took one step, then another, then another. And those steps, uncertain, messy, imperfect, those became the path. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. This design is your reminder. Move even when you don't feel ready, especially then. Golden handcuffs. This one's about the trap we don't talk about, the comfortable prison. Golden handcuffs. When success, money, status, security become the chains that keep you stuck. You're not broke. You're not failing. You're actually winning by everyone else's standards, but you're suffocating. I live this. Corporate success, good money, respected position, and I was dying inside because I was living someone else's definition of success. The handcuffs were gold, but there were still handcuffs. This design represents that paradox. The suit, the tie, the polished image of success, but it's printed on something that wants to move, something that's built for freedom. The awakening is realizing you can have all the success in the world and still be imprisoned. Real freedom isn't about what you have. It's about whether you're living your truth or someone else's. I broke the golden handcuffs. And yeah, it was scary. And yeah, I lost some things. But I gained myself. And that's worth more than any gold. These 5 designs tell a story of awakening. Wake up to yourself, drop the weight of expectations, find strength in your broken places, take the first step, even when you're scared, and break free from comfortable prisons. That's the journey. That's the work. This book is the full story, every painful, beautiful detail of how I woke up. These designs are the uniform for your awakening. Because here's the thing, we're all under construction. All of us, all the time. The difference is, some of us pretend we're finished. And some of us show up honest about the work. The collection is for the people who are done pretending, done performing, done wearing masks. This is for the people who are willing to show up in the mess, in the construction zone, and do the actual work of becoming who they really are.